All right, guys, I'm back again. This is AJ. So I want to tell you the difference between a product and niche, and I swear this is going to seem so elementary, so basic. But the goal of this training is to not overcomplicate things. In the past, when I try to teach people how to find a product or niche, I gave so much content, so much information that it actually, in some cases, overwhelmed our students. Not all cases. Most students found a niche, they were fine. But in an effort to make sure that I broaden the opportunity for everybody and make it as simple as possible, I decided to kind of go as vague as I can because I want to eliminate the need for you guys to guess too much, right? To think too much about this because I really do want you guys to move forward. So when you see certain lessons and you think, AJ, this is extremely basic, it is intended to be that basic because I want you to put 80% on your effort on running ads, optimizing your site for conversions, calling your customers, talking to your customers, live chat, responding to messages, the 80% of the things that are going to actually make you money. The product, of course, is going to make you money, but it's like drilling for oil, where sometimes it's just about testing different products and against different audiences. So I hope you understand the reasoning why I'm making this super simple, short videos, straight to the point, and I really hope you appreciate it. So if you have a comment about the way I'm teaching this, and you'd like me to change it up, or you just want to compliment me in the way it's going, then please do so in the comment section, or send me an email, or post something in our private Facebook group. I'd love to hear from you. So what is the difference between a product and a niche? Well, it's not apples to apples, and a lot of people think a niche and a product is the same thing. So here's the most basic difference I can, or the easiest, excuse me, way I can describe it to you. A product in a niche is different in that a niche can be something like cyclist or cycling, camping, home decor, skateboarding, outdoor and recreational. Dog lovers is a niche, right? Cat lovers is a niche. Mid-century decor is a niche. Apartment furniture is a niche. Restaurant equipment is a niche. Now, a product, this is the product you actually want to ultimately sell. So when you're looking for a product to sell online, guys, you want to start with a general category. Then you want to go to a niche, and then you want to go to a product, right? So here's a niche. For example, if you're thinking about cyclists, right? Let's just say for some reason you stumbled upon cycling, then a category, or I'm sorry, a product for this can be an electric bicycle. Now, I know cyclists don't usually ride electric bicycles, but somehow through this particular category, you found that electric bicycles can be a viable product that's unique, that's bougie, that's expensive. And of course, this is not necessarily the product I want you to go after. I'm just giving you an example that if you're thinking about camping, maybe you decide I'm going to get a 4-room tent because those suckers cost a lot of money and they look really, really cool. Home decor, you might focus on chandeliers as your product. Skateboarders, you might decide electric skateboard is the product for you. The options are endless, but just keep in mind when you build a store, you want to think about niche. But when you sell something in your store, you want to think about product. And this is the easiest way I can explain it to you. Now, if you're listening to my videos and you've gone through module 1, module 2, and you're at this point, then you know now that I've asked you to build a general style store. And the reason why is because we want to be able to put specific products that are not going to prevent us from cross promoting other products. So let's say we try to drop ship electric bikes, and let's just say hypothetically it doesn't work out, right? We run ads for 2-3 weeks, we did the best we can, everything was on point, but for whatever reason there was just too much competition, the bid prices were too high, or you just ran out of money, whatever the case may be. Then you say, okay, well, I'm going to sell something else now, and you decide to sell 4-room tents. If you built the kind of general store I asked you to build, then there's not going to be any problem with you promoting a 4-room tent and the electric bicycle, because now you're going to put your ads and traffic costs and efforts towards the 4-room tent, but you're still going to keep the electric bicycle there. So if you have a general style store, that's not going to prevent you. So you don't have to go back and rebuild a store, rebrand it. You see what I'm saying? But if you built a niche specific store, let's say you called it AJCyclingDiscounts.com. Well, now if you try to sell 4-room tents, then guess what? You're going to have to go back to the drawing board, start over. So the goal here in this particular lesson is just to explain to you the difference between what a product and a niche is. And product is the actual thing you will sell. a niche is a category, right? It's the category that leads to that product, and it'll give you ideas for other products as well. So keep that in mind when you're launching your store. Remember, most importantly, that everyone is selling what everyone else is selling. So don't be that person that's always trying to sell the same thing to the same people. Be different, okay? So that just because you find a common product does not mean you have to sell it the same way as everyone else. And that leads me to the unique selling proposition I'll discuss later. If everyone is selling the same thing, just again, try to be a little bit different, all right? Just try to be a little bit different. And I'll talk more about that, of course, as we go on. But in the next lesson, I'm going to talk about the easy and direct way to find and validate a product or niche, right? So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. I hope you enjoyed this explanation of what a product is versus a niche. I know a lot of folks have asked me to really simplify that as much as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed that part, okay? See you in the next lesson.